A lot happening over the weekend. A new CBS YouGov tracking poll shows Bernie Sanders leading by the narrowest of margins in Iowa, just 1%. But in New Hampshire, he expands his lead to nearly 20 points. In South Carolina, the shoe is on the other foot. Clinton up by 22 points. And Hillary Clinton may get a shot in the arm with two high-profile endorsements over the weekend, one from the Des Moines Register and the other from the Boston Globe. Both Clinton and Sanders barnstormed Iowa over the weekend. Sanders was defiant of recent attacks from the Clinton campaign, saying they were running a desperate campaign lacking excitement. And he fought back these comments from former President Bill Clinton.
We got to tell people who think they may be lured by people that say this other guy's madder than she is. And that feels authentic. And besides, these slogans are easier to say. And I say that in no disrespect. I admire that.
He was somewhere, I think maybe in Nevada, and he said, you know, Bernie Sanders is angry. And it's true. I plead guilty. I am angry. I am angry, and millions of Americans are angry. We are angry that our people are working longer hours for low wages. We are angry that our criminal justice system is broken. And we're angry that we have a corrupt campaign finance system that allows billionaires to buy elections.
Joe, the same similar response that Donald Trump had to Nikki Haley. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We're angry.
You're damn right I'm angry. And it was just a powerful moment for Bernie Sanders. I mean, Bill Clinton got the laugh lines, but Sam Stein, you don't have to be a political expert to know who's in a better position there. The establishment candidate deriding the outsider for saying he's angry, or the outsider that said, yeah, you know what? I am angry. It's like a softball pitch. I mean, no disrespect to Bill Clinton. I really don't. And I'm not talking about him generally, but specifically in that scene, when I hear those words coming out of a politician's mouth, I know I'm listening to a loser. I'm listening to somebody that is losing, that's saying, oh, they've got better slogans, oh, they've got better this, and oh, their polls may be a little higher now, or oh, they may be more angry. But, I mean, I've heard that form of that speech 1,000 times, and it's never good for the one giving it.
No. You said it was a softball. It was. I mean, it played right into Bernie's message. It couldn't have been delivered by a better person for Bernie either. A former president, someone who's gotten fairly wealthy after his presidency, the most establishment figure in the Democratic Party. So I think the contrast was clear. But the problem, I think, for Bernie and for Trump is that they are quite reliant on turning out voters that either A, haven't come and turned out before in Trump's case, or B, in Bernie's case, tend to be much more young than the traditional Democratic voter. If you look at any of the polls on the Democratic side, he is really doing exceptionally well with the young voters, but as we all know, young voters aren't the most reliable people in the world. The good thing for Bernie is that if he does win in one or both of these two states, the fire hose of money and support that will come to him post-winning will be immense. And he could maybe translate that into something incredibly fortuitous for his campaign. It will challenge Clinton's southern firewall. I know you put up the South Carolina numbers there, and she does have a significant advantage in South Carolina, but you can see where he's just bringing in millions of dollars on a weekly basis just online and building a really robust post-New Hampshire campaign. It becomes a drawn-out primary fight, which we never anticipated.
Well, which we never anticipated, and Willie, you saw in the South Carolina poll, she may be ahead, but she's down like 7 points. Bernie's moving up. That continues if he wins Iowa and New Hampshire. And I retweeted something that Bernie sent out yesterday because I was struck by just how clear the message was and how jumbled right now Hillary Clinton's message is. I mean, we asked her on the air, why do you want to be president of the United States? And she just talked for a long time. This is what Bernie says in the tweet. If Wall Street does not end their greed, we will end it for them. There is clarity, there is precision, there is anger, yes, but even Jesus talked about the importance of a righteous anger. And I think sometimes a lot of Americans in 2016 would like to see Jeb Bush and Hillary Clinton both act like they're a little more upset at things.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders sometimes calls it anger, other times excitement. In that piece that Mika referenced in this morning's Washington Post, where he says her campaign is looking desperate, he also said what this campaign is about is an excitement and energy that does not exist and will not exist in the Clinton campaign. That's an on-the-record quote from Bernie Sanders. And what he's done is directly and sometimes indirectly is say, look, this is a little bit like 2008, where Hillary Clinton didn't see Barack Obama coming. He's saying to young voters, to new people who may turn out in Iowa and New Hampshire, I can be Barack Obama to Hillary Clinton this time around. I have the excitement, I have the energy.
You know, we have a story we're going to have in the next block that sort of backs up, and I know the Clinton campaign wants to flick off the speeches from Goldman Sachs and the $225,000 a speech, I think up to $1 million over the course of a year or whatever, as just something that she can handle because she can still do it. But we have a story of a bankruptcy bill that she pushed for a veto during her husband's administration and then voted for as a senator, and what that meant. And it's going to be difficult for her to really thread the needle on this message with her record. Let's get